None of the joints today.
Oh my gosh. About to hit this. Hit good music.
Is that music too loud?
Nah, you
Behind me?
good. You good.
All right.
You good. You good. Yo, yo.
Yo, what's happening?
Chillin', man. Chillin', man. How you?
Good, man. Can't call it, man. Out here, outside. The jungle, you
Shit,
know what
you
I'm
was just
saying?
talk.
Got parrots out here and shit. But
Shit, you was just talk about me always being somewhere. Got different backgrounds and shit.
hey, man, I had to unplug a little bit. You know, got some big decisions coming up. You know, I had to
Mm-hmm.
unplug. Before I tap back in, but still had to couldn't miss the show. Big game
Nah,
tonight. Definitely had to talk
big
about
game
that.
tonight.
World Series going
You,
on. A
yeah.
lot of things going on, man. I had to tap in with the people. I can't see the chat today, so you gotta let me
They
know if
ain't
it's
talking about
anything
not
good in there. They ain't talking about shit in
G.I.
there yet.
Joe. Nah, they ain't talking about shit. G.I. Joe 317. He talking shit. Um, but I'm gonna let him ride today. Pause. I'm gonna let him slide. I'm gonna let him slide. But like you said, man, let's get to it, man. We got this Thursday night, this Thursday night game.
About to
Um,
jump right into it.
jump right into it, man. A lot of news coming up, man. We got a lot of big names out. You know, either out or questionable, man. You got J.J.
Hmm.
Watt. So he might have season-ending shoulder surgery.
Yeah, that kind of came
And
out of
then on the
nowhere.
out of out of nowhere, you know how that go. You know they said it happened Sunday, but he ended up continuing the game and finishing the game. Um, so you know how that goes. You know, trying to go do your MRIs and things of that nature, just seeing if it's a situation where you can either sit out a couple weeks and let it heal up, or if you got to go ahead and get it cut on.
Yeah.
So obviously having that Thursday night game, you got to get the injury reports. You got to put the names out there. Um, so how you think that loss is going to be for the Cardinals?
I mean, I think it's gonna be big. And I have been watching JJ close enough to say that he's been playing great, or his impact. I'm sure he's having an impact. They're 7-0. And if anything, I know he's having an impact on the sideline and the locker room. And they've been playing good football. I know they do get Chandler Jones back. He's been out for a couple weeks, so that'll be a big boost for him. But they're definitely gonna miss JJ. They're gonna miss Big 99 in there tonight and the rest of the way. That'll be a big L for them. Now on the other side with Devontae,
Yeah.
they keep saying, it's a slight chance that he still be able to play because he's vaccinated, so he'll just need a couple negative tests. If there's anybody that was involved with him clearing that concussion protocol, if it's any of those same medical people involved, I'll take the long shot that he plays. I know Lazard is out because he's in a different protocol. Um, but yeah, man, some big names out, man. The people got to know where you going with this one. You gotta know,
Man,
bet with AB. You
that would
been
they
hot, man.
be,
You put your
man.
record out. Ooh,
Hey,
got
I'm going with the
content.
Arizona Cardinals, man, and I got them covering tonight. I see them winning by a touchdown. I think it's going to be a good game, regardless of the players out on the Green Bay side. Obviously, we always talk about it. You got a quarterback, um, A-Rod's caliber. I think he can lead that team to play well. Thursday night game, coming off a short week. But just the way Arizona's playing right now, both sides of the ball, complimentary football. I know that stadium is going to be electric tonight. So I got the Cardinals winning, and I got them covering tonight.
I got the Cards winning. I got them winning, staying undefeated at home. I got the Packers covering, man. 6.5 points. I know Devontae's out, should be out. Lazard's for sure out. Still got some weapons over there, man. Still got Jones out the backfield. Still got MVS. Still got Amari Rogers, Randall Cobb, Big Rob Tunyon. And I just think 12, he's good enough to find a way. I damn near want to go with Green Bay winning this game,
Hey,
honestly.
hey, I'm not mad at you. And I seen the in the comments right now. Um, Ace Boogie said, he got Green Bay
Okay.
winning tonight. Um, I think I seen somebody else said they was winning. So I'm not mad at that. We got Zach. Zach said, Green Bay can win by two touchdowns.
Damn, I don't know about that. But at
Yeah.
some point, the Cardinals got to trip up and miss one. It's still early on. Kyler is playing some great football. The defense, we talked about it earlier before we got on. The defense has been playing well. I'm glad we get a Thursday night with two good teams. I'm hoping for a good game, but I'll stick with my pick. I'll stick with the Cardinals winning a close one,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I think
wouldn't be shocked if Green Bay pull it out.
Nah, I won't be neither. I won't be neither. I think it's gonna be a good one. Back on JJ Watt, man. Past couple years been injured. Season-ending injury this year, possibly.
Getting up there in age.
Getting up there in age, I think he may be what 33, 30,
Got to be somewhere
34.
around there.
What does this
He signed a
what does this
2-year
do for
deal?
his career? I'm not sure,
I want
but
to say he signed like maybe a 3-year deal, but
what you see in the
it's
future for
tough,
him, man?
man. It's tough, man. Season ending. I mean, he seems like a guy who obviously, loves football a lot. Obviously, he's made a hell of a lot of money. With another season-ending injury and surgery, it's a shoulder, right?
Shoulder.
Yes, shoulder, man. He could possibly hang that thing up, man.
I know he was talking about it a couple years ago. I think when he had the back injury, and he was able to get back from that.
It's been a lot, man. It's been a lot. It obviously gets taxing on you. He got two younger brothers in the league that he'll still be able to move around and go see them play more in person, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
living out there in AZ, I know it's a lot of retirees with a lot of money out there, so he might say, you know what? But I don't know. He still seems like he loves the game. He's been playing good ball this year up to this point, so you don't know. I ain't gonna put that retirement on him yet, but I think he'll definitely think about that long and hard. What you think?
Yeah, man. I'm with you, man. I think getting on that table, man, getting cut open, man, that does something to you. I've had one. I know you had some surgeries, and just playing the position that he plays, every time he's on the field, you know what I mean. He's in that action. Definitely, he in the
Yeah.
trenches, man. So as you get up there in age, man, your body slower to recover for most of us. So I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be definitely a decision that he's gonna have to make when that time comes. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. I hate this for him, man, because he went to obviously left the dysfunctional Texans, got out there to AZ, and they're off to this, the best start in the league right now, and then he potentially missing the rest of the season. So That's gonna be tough, man. It's been a lot of injuries that's derailed him somewhat in his career because when I used to have to watch him twice a year, and I used to tell people, "Hey, bro, this dude, this is one of the most dominant forces that I've seen on defense. Not only wrecking the pass game, but the run game. And if he wasn't getting sacks, it was like he was batting balls. So,
Yeah.
I hate this for him, man. But it's part of the game. Everybody kind of deals with it. So we'll see, man. We'll see with old JJ.
Shit, I think so. Zach said JJ signed a 3-year, 33.
3-year, 33. Might come back.
Ain't no Mike. No Mike.
It's Mike,
in
man.
there.
Hey, JJ done made a lot of bread, and his face is good everywhere.
No question.
He done done a lot of. He done everything the right way. Going back to Hurricane Harvey when he won Walter Man of the Year. That was the year I was nominated. I knew I wouldn't win. I knew I wouldn't win. He would raise, I think, $40 million or something like that. But he's been a stand-up dude on and off the field. So even though there is a lot of money to walk away from, I think he'll have opportunities, anywhere he wants. He can probably run for governor out in Texas if he want to. But so I don't know. I still think it'll be a decision for him.
Yeah, it'll be a tough decision, man. As Ryan Shaw stated, Marcus Gold has 6 sacks, four forced fumbles on the year.
Whoop his ass, words.
He gonna make up for what not being there. MG, man, he's been balling. And again, that front four, they've been doing their thing. Chandler, he's been out past couple of weeks, but him being back, and then you got MG coming off that edge as well. So, but I think JJ being on the inside, I think that's going to be a huge loss, a big loss. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they'll have somebody to step up in his place, in his absence.
I wonder if the Packers be able to run the ball a little better today. Get Aaron Jones, Dylan on track. It might, run the Packers tonight.
Yeah, you might. You sound like you want to go with the Packers. Now, Kiva, man, she got some controversy. She got some controversial question right here. I want to put it up, but I ain't about to do that.
Oh man.
And then she said, "Don't be scared to answer."
Oh shit.
Right.
Come on, man. You might throw it up, man.
Now, Kiva, people are convinced.
I mean, shit, he never been popped. He been in the league a long time. No failed drug tests. I can't put that smut on his rep.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna do that.
Ain't do it.
I ain't gonna do that. But shoot, man. Before we go on to the rest of these games that we got this week, and we'll kind of dibble and dabble. We got some other sporting news. No deep butts. A huge
big baseball guy.
Baseball fan.
Yeah, you got to know you're to my baseball. Huge baseball guy.
He's a huge baseball fan. Braves pitcher Charlie Morton fractured his leg and keeps pitching, and recorded 3 outs after the break. What you think of that, man?
Hey, man. Did you see the play?
I did.
Bruh, that ground ball, I think they said it was 102 coming off the bat. So you catch that in your leg, man. I think it was his plant leg, if I'm not mistaken. But
I think it was.
For him to continue, throwing heat, throwing 96-mile-an-hour fastballs, still throwing that nasty curve, man, and then go and then come back and throw like that. That was some impressive shit. That was some, you barely see, a lot of tough guy shit in baseball, but that was some, that was some warrior shit right there. And obviously it's just, the World Series, so it's all on the line. You want to be there for your teammates, and that was him being there for his teammates, man. And that was impressive. I know Chris Long, he's been going at it with the hockey community about which sports being tough for football, hockey. football is clearly the tougher sport. But baseball trying to get in the mix, man. But shout out to
Oh
Charlie
yeah.
Morton, man.
Hey,
He
nah, that
came in.
was
You picked the Braves too to win World Series, right?
yeah, I did. Nah,
I
I
got
ain't
the
pick no.
Astros.
Nah,
I
I
thought
ain't.
you took the okay.
Nah, I ain't pick. I didn't pick. I ain't gonna front in that like I did.
Well, it's
I
tied
didn't pick
1-1
it.
now. So who you got, man? Still time. Got a lot of.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
go
to
Braves. I'm
Astros,
gonna go
man.
ATL.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I'm gonna go
Houston. Man, this shit
ATL,
pretty serious.
man. I know Atlanta. They still hurting off that Atlanta Falcons and New England Patriots, man. So hopefully the Braves can sprinkle a little bit of something on there and bring it
That'd
back to
be
the A.
that'd be big for them. They went up 1-0. Houston won the second game and tied it up. So I'm gonna go with Houston, man. I think they win one because the last one they won obviously is tarnished because of the cheating and the shit that was going on. So I think they go and win this one. Say, all right, we won one fair and square. Y'all can stop talking about that other shit.
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
get it done.
Man. But shout out, like you said, man. Shout out to Charlie Moore, man. That's I commend him, man. Like playing through, you got to play through pain sometimes.
Yeah,
Um, Hate that it had to end that way. His season had to end that way, but shoot, man. Shout out
hey, he went out on his shield.
on a high note,
You know what I mean? Like King Leonidas.
man. Shifting the basketball.
LeVar
Hey,
tried to tell y'all,
hey,
man.
shout out to LeVar, man.
LeVar
Hey,
tried to
shout
tell
out to
y'all, man.
LeVar.
Big shout out to LeVar, man.
You got Lonzo. Um, you got Melo. You got the Bulls #1. You got the Hornets #2 in the Eastern Conference, man. Um, what you think about the Ball brothers, man? You think they can continue this throughout the rest of the year?
I love it, man. I think so. I think obviously Lonzo came in first, went the more traditional route. Was a highly touted high school prospect. Went to UCLA, did his thing for a year. Came out #2 pick. Played well. Had to move on from the LA pretty soon. But you can tell that these boys put in work, man. You can tell
Yeah,
they work in the game. So I love seeing young players working on their game and improving. You can see his jump shot. He came in, jump shot was ugly, terrible. He went to work immediately, and now he's got a legit 3-point shot. Obviously, great court vision. And then LaMelo, he just got it, man. He got that it factor. He'll probably be one of the faces of the league. Coming up here pretty soon. We talked about it earlier how he got Charlotte buzzing. He
yeah,
got you wanting to get out there and get in the arena. So
no
he's doing
question.
something special, man. So he got the boys playing. LeVar, man, obviously, he got a track record of himself playing the league and raising his boys, and he's been talking from a mountaintop, telling everybody how great they was gonna be. So hey, a lot of people owe LeVar a lot of apologies, man. He may have rubbed some people the wrong way, but I can never fault a father. Being how he is with his sons, man. I love it, man. I love to see the
Nah,
early success. What you think about him?
no, I love it, man. Lonzo, they got the Bulls #1, man. I think they said first time. I think since like '96 they started like 4-0.
Yeah,
So I know Chicago, Windy City. I know the energy is high out there. And then, like you said, with Melo and the Hornets, man, I definitely think he's gonna be one of the faces of the league, just the way he's playing. And like I said, I love to see it. I got Tone just said some of the comments that every team need to be hollering at Jello right now. Shit, and I'm right there with you, man. I just think it's good for the league, man. I think it's good for the league. Obviously, that was high. Coming out of high school, coming out of UCLA, I think a lot of
yeah.
people was talking about him. I just think a lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth just because of how I guess. I mean, and like you said, I don't fault LeVar of how he was. I'm rocking with my kids. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I know the work they put in, and I
They the
believe in my kids.
they the best thing walking.
Hey, you know what I mean? So I love to see it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
and they got Lamelo. One thing that jumped off the screen as soon as he touched the court, and I'm sure it probably had a lot to do with him already being a pro as like a 16, 17-year-old. But his confidence, man, and obviously he was more than comfortable out there playing with grown ass men. And so I love to see it, man. Court vision, both of the young fellas, their court vision kind of sets them apart, man. So I'm excited about that Bulls team. They look good on paper. DeMar, Levine, Lonzo, big fella, I can't
DeMar,
think of his name right
DeRozan,
now.
the
Yeah, I
the
said
Rose,
DeMar, but
or
they
Jay
got
DeMar, yeah.
a big cat too that they had on the squad last year. But hey, it look like they may be a little problem in that East. Probably the most athletic team in the East right now.
Mike Ward, I mean, who we crowning? We said it.
Yeah, we talking
We
about
said
right
they can
now.
ball. We
They
said they can
balling.
ball. Hey, it is what it is.
You know what I mean? Sorry,
But
you hating, Mike.
yeah, it's just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But yeah, they doing their thing,
Man.
man. Hey,
And
sticking to
then
basketball though.
go ahead.
Sticking to basketball though. Hey, I said, stood on that table and said, hey, these Nets, with or without Kyrie, they gonna still be in the finals, Eastern Conference Finals. Might not win it all, but man, it's early. But I'm looking wrong right now, boy.
Hey, look at here, man.
Harden
And
might need
I
to let Kyrie hold that vaccine card.
and look, KD one of the tops in the league, in the world right now. I think James Harden is one of the best. But without Kyrie, they not gonna get it done. They're not gonna get it done.
You don't think they just lost my Heat last night? You don't think they figure it out?
Without Kyrie, they do not get it done. And I'm doubling down on this. I said this last show. I'm doubling down on this again. With the teams you have in the East right now, you got Milwaukee, you got the Heat that's balling. I feel as though Chicago is going to be good.
You said
in a
Milwaukee
7-game
earlier, right?
yeah. In a 7-game series, I don't see them beating those teams, man. And again, who's the leader over there?
Steve Nash.
Yeah, but you got to have somebody like on the court who's going, when you sit down on the bench or in that locker room, like who's the leader?
That's kind of what they said with the Clippers too. You know, you can have a lot of talent, but at some point you need. I mean, shit. Lakers ain't looking too hot right now either.
But you
Warriors,
know,
man.
I'm not tripping off the Lakers. I'm not tripping off the Lakers because they got Bron. Like we know he's a leader, and at some point in the season, we gonna see all that shit change. I feel as though now they trying to find out where the guys fit in at. I think you kind of mentioned it earlier with the Russell Westbrook, how you feel as though he don't fit. He definitely had that quadruple double last night though. But the night before he went off. He had 30-some, almost a triple double. But I think they'll get it. I think they'll get it right. I think the Lakers will get it right. Like I said, you have a leader, a true leader in LeBron, who will get that shit right. But when you go back to NY, Brooklyn, I'm not sure, and I could be wrong.
I still think at some point they get hot and they start to figure it out. But you know what though, Harden is adjusting right now too, because these refs not giving him them same calls, and he's kind of the poster boy of I saw one play last night and he was just, because it got to a point last year, especially in the playoffs, I think, when a lot of people were talking, but like the noise got real loud, like, hey, they got to change something, man. Everybody, it's like they were playing 4 fouls. So now with James Harden adjusting, not as explosive as he once was, does he ever become that same player again? I know it's early on, but KD gonna be KD. KD gonna be. We know what that is. But Harden, he gonna have to step his shit up for them to have a chance. Gavin Hayes, AB. What makes Kyrie so special? Leadership ain't it. Shooting ain't it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you watching, but I'll let you answer that, KB.
So again, on the leadership, and this is the same. We were talking on the phone, D. But and what I say, yo, the leadership's not there. Even with Kyrie there, the leadership's not there. I feel as though on that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you got three dogs who can score at any point or any type way, I think it just makes it tougher on your opposing team. So right now, when you got KD and James Harden, it's like, okay, you got two, you got to shut one down. But when you bring Kyrie back in that mix, man, it just makes it that much tougher. And when you got three legit top 10 players in the league on one team who can score, who can get to the basket, who can do whatever,
just too much firepower.
Too much firepower. You can say what you want to say about Kyrie. He does have that it factor. Now, he might not be your leader on that team, but you got to respect Kyrie at all times. He has that it factor. And when you have them three guys healthy, it's much tougher than when you just have KD and James Harden. And again, that's just my opinion. I'm no expert when it comes to basketball, but I do know.
It's too much. Like you said, it's too much firepower. Like, not only those three good players, like those are three of the most skilled players in the NBA. And Kyrie is probably the most skilled player I've ever seen play, just talking skill set wise. And leadership, I mean, if I had to pick one out of three, people sure they want to say about Kyrie, but he would probably be the one I would pick. Like, he ain't no LeBron. He's not a Greek freak type guy, but he ain't like a Draymond Green type, But if I had to pick one, it'll be him. And like you said, at that point, when you got three guys like that, leadership ain't as important until you start to get into like the finals, basically, in the NBA. Because at that point, you got three cats showing up with a bazooka. Like, I don't care who lead on the other side. If you got a couple Glocks and they got bazookas, like, y'all gonna lose. So
no question.
So that's what it is with them. So if Kyrie does come back this year, they're gonna be hell to deal with on the court, day in and day out. And a lot of people say a lot of things about Kyrie, but when you go back even to his old teams, his teammates seem to like him. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, we definitely will, man. But I hope he gets back. I hope he decides to get that. Well, I ain't gonna say I hope he does. At the end of the day, he's gonna do what he feels though is right for him. And hey,
yeah, man,
we definitely gonna see
though. Kyrie. What other games you got? What else we got going on in football, man?
Man, we got some. Hey, look. So I think this week, I've been talking a little too crazy about the record because I'm looking at these games this week. I'm like, this shit might not. This shit might be a little. It might be.
Titans.
So we got this. It's gonna get ugly. I'm going to the next one. Hey, take the points. Buffalo gonna cover.
Just let me know.
Yeah, Bill's gonna cover. I know you be tripping when it comes to double digit, points, but take this
one. I think double digit favorites are like 8-3 this year, 9-2, something crazy like that.
Carolina at Atlanta, divisional battle.
Atlanta.
Yeah. This is the one.
You think they tried Sam Darnold back out there, or he's benched?
Yeah, yeah, they will.
Sam Darnold starting.
Yeah. Short leash though. Short leash.
You said this the one. This the one. What?
I called the Jets first win. This is gonna be the Detroit Lions first win.
Damn.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
I got the Eagles.
Go with them. Go with them.
Be a dog fight. But you did call the Jets. You called the Jets with the same enthusiasm, so I am a little nervous.
Man, they gonna come out.
I'm fading AB all week. What else you got?
Hey, look here. I'm gonna speak on this right now. They are in the Eagles and special teams being right now going crazy.
You said special teams meeting?
Yeah, they special teams meeting. They probably added 15 minutes to every special teams meeting this week. The Philadelphia Eagles did
Because all that
because
bullshit the Lions is pulling out last
man,
week.
what you best believe the Lions coming out with some shit on special teams this week.
That's a fact.
They gonna get a win by any means necessary. They gonna get this win this week
At home.
at home. I'm trying to tell you. I'm staying on the table for this one. Come on, Detroit.
Hey, they jumped out to what, a 10-0 lead against the Rams?
Hey, this is gonna be it, y'all. They get their first win this week.
I know Tone gonna be with you, so
you know Tone in it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. MCDC probably told us, especially coach, baby, we not punting or kicking the field goal all day.
Gavin Haynes, baby, they'll be 1-7. They'll be 1-7 this week.
Don't make me look bad, Philly.
This gonna be a good one too.
5-2. Tennessee Titans at the 3-4 Indianapolis Colts. Colts are 2-point favorites. I gotta see TY's status. Somebody let me know TY's game practice status right now. If TY plays, I like the Colts.
I like the Colts. Oh, I like the Colts, man. I think that last game, a lot of confidence in the guys, man. Brought a lot of confidence in the guys being able to go on the road and get a big win.
And it's a big game.
And now you're able to come back home. Divisional opponent.
Big game.
It's a huge game.
I think these teams are 5-5 in their last 2. I mean, their last 10. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
5-5, 2-point favorites. That's what I was thinking about. 2-point favorites at home, and that moved a little bit because they started off 1.
1, yeah.
So it's moved the coast direction.
So I need to go ahead and put mine in. Pause.
You'll get good, decent value here with the Tennessee Titans money line. It's a big game though. Big game for the division right here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one.
I'll let y'all know. With that one. We both went with the Colts last week though. Sunday Night Football. They came through for us. What else we got?
Next game.
Just let me know. Take the points and
take the points. He might be back. They just traded Mark Ingram back to New Orleans.
Yep.
Take the points. Take the 14. Points.
LA Rams favored by 14.5, 6-1 LA Rams at the 1-6 Houston Texans. So damn, the Houston Texans have lost 6 in a row now, then, right? I think they won the opening week. So favored by 14.5 points. AB says take the points. I'm gonna take the points. I'm gonna take the damn points.
The Rams, they hot right now, brother.
What else we got? Definitely taking the points here.
Take the points.
5-2. Cincinnati Bengals favored by 10.5 points at the 1-5 New York Jets. I'm taking the points. I actually locked this one in at 9.5.
Okay. I think this is gonna be
Zach Wilson.
This is gonna be a tough one.
Okay.
This is gonna be a tough one, man. 3-3 Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cleveland Browns, who are 4-3. Cleveland Browns, 3.5 point favorite. I think this is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, and Baker, as far as yesterday at least, he was getting the starting reps. So you're getting the starting reps. Most likely you're gonna be out there starting. I know Baker not trying to mess that money up at all. I think at some point he's gonna have to, get cut after the season. But Browns favored by 3.5. I think I may take the Steelers this one, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
I may take the Steelers with the points on this one. I think they may win this one straight up. Which way are you leaning on this one?
I don't know.
Divisional. Who the Browns just lose to? They just beat the No, they beat the Broncos. Lost to the Chargers before. Yeah, I don't know. What about that one?
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
I'm leaning Steelers though.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
let y'all
Steelers.
know. I'm gonna let y'all know. We got a good question though. Um, I'll put it up here in a second. But I don't know if you have D, but the question was, from Van, do players like being traded mid-season?
I mean, I would have to say no. I've never been traded this season, but I mean that's. I mean, if you're Mark Ingram and you're going from you know the 1-6 Texans back to a place that you're already familiar with, it probably wouldn't bother him as much. But if you're going the opposite way, Kenny Young just got traded from the Rams. Where did he get traded to? I feel like he went to a shitty team. But he's going from LA to wherever. I'm sure he's not feeling that at all. So I think it depends on what situation you're going from and going to, what city you're going from and going to. It's crazy. You could be on a 6-1 ball club right now and get traded to a 2-5 team. Like that's. So I think it depends situation to situational. But
Yeah,
you got to move. If you got your family there, could be in school. So a lot of things, a lot of things that factor into that though.
yeah. No, I'm with you.
Every,
I'm with you.
every player situation different. But man, you go from a winning team to a shitty one. Whew.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it is. It's just what situation am I leaving and what situation am I going to? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think you hit it on the head. But next game though, we got San Fran at Chicago. San Fran 3.5 point favorite. Khalil Mack is questionable. Not sure if he's going to play this week.
That Bears offense, man, it's hard to bet with that Bears offense right now. That shit looks bad. San Fran, I mean, they just played an ugly weather game, but I'm probably gonna go with the Niners on this one.
Yeah,
Is that offense, man? Sheesh.
that'll be a smart pick. We got Jacksonville 1-5 at Seattle. It's 2-5. Seattle 3-point favorite. Seattle 2-5.
Yeah, man, that's ugly. That's ugly. No Russ. 1-5 Jacksonville Jaguars though. Coming off they coming off their first win, right? First win bye week. Come back and get the Seahawks with Geno at quarterback. That offense, that game was terrible. That Monday night,
Horrible.
God, that shit was terrible. I don't know which way I'm gonna go in this may be a stinker.
Next one. New England at the Chargers. Chargers 4.5 point favorite.
That's it.
That,
Chargers
man, they said they see New England put up a 50-piece last week.
on who?
An NFL team.
Barely. Nah, you got the Patriots have beat the Jets twice and the Houston Texans in a dogfight, and then you got 4 losses. Close game to the Bucks. No more victories. Close game, overtime game to the Cowboys. But I'm taking the Chargers, man. Coming off a bye week and their worst performance of the year, I'm taking the Chargers to win by a touchdown at home.
I'm
Chargers.
gonna get I'm gonna get back to you on that. I don't know.
Chargers. I thought this was like a 6.5 point line. Yeah, I'm taking the
I
Chargers, man.
don't
I may
know.
tease that with an alternate line. Give me some more value there.
I'm gonna get back to you on that one, D. But this is another tough one. Washington football team at 2-5 at Denver. 3-4. Denver's a 3-point favorite right now.
I'm leaning Washington with the point. With Heineke going to the damn end zone last week, We got a whole different ball game against the Packers. I'm gonna take Heineke with the points. I think.
Let's see what's up with Teddy Two Gloves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was dealing with some injury shit. He ain't look too hot last game though. Got to see what's going on in
Yeah,
practice. See, they may sneak Drew Lock out there.
yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Question for you though, D. But question for you. Going back to Cleveland from Archie Greer. The second, do you think Cleveland is risking the future by letting Baker play seemingly premature? I feel like Case can probably outscore Ben right now.
Ben may be getting into a little groove, but I mean, I think it's a situation for Baker where he feels like he probably consulted with the doctors, I'm sure, and they said, hey, this thing not gonna get any better. You're gonna have to either he gets the surgery now probably and just ends the season and starts preparing for next year,
Yeah,
or he plays through it, continues to play through it, should I say, and then just deal with it in the offseason. So I think a lot of people, most people, make the decision to play and then handle it in the offseason. I think as a quarterback, just like we talked about the picture earlier, Morton, you want to be there for your guys. Obviously, he's coming up on a contract year. And Baker, I can't remember him really missing time like that since he's been the guy. And he probably don't want Case to get in there, start balling, because Case
that's
ain't
what
a
it is.
slouch. You know what I mean? So he there with Stefanski as well. So if Case run off a good 3-4 games, now it may be, hey, do we pay Baker? Or do we use Case as a little bridge to our next guy? So I don't
No,
know.
I think that's what it is though. I think Baker like, yo, I can't let him go out here and ball and I get Wally Pip. I think that's what it is, man. And even speaking on quarterbacks having an injury, should they play? Shouldn't they play? Dak Prescott. I think he was limited in
Yeah.
practice yesterday. He has a calf strain. They're playing some real good ball out there in Dallas. Like if you was in that situation, like what would you do with Dak right now? Like would you sit him? Would you play him?
They
What would
have
you do?
Vikings this week, right?
They do.
You know what? You coming off a bye week, so he had a full week rest. I honestly, big picture wise, I would sit him. I would sit him. They're 5-1 right now. I sit him and pretty much. I mean, if you don't have Dak this game, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose to Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, I think. But I think big picture wise in that division, I don't think they have a real threat in that division this year. So I would say big picture, man. I would sit my $40 million a year quarterback who is the engine in this car right now. Who, like we said, is a well-oiled machine. You sit him. These soft tissue injuries, man, because it's not gonna be like a situation where he just can't use it. Like you're gonna have to
Yeah.
avoid a sack. You're gonna have to, make throws down the field, maybe even scramble. So I say you sit him. You get a full 2 weeks rest, 2+ weeks, and then you bring him back the following week.
Uh-oh. I think Nakaya TV. I apologize if I butchered that, but y'all forgetting Mike McCarthy, an idiot.
Mike McCarthy to catch a lot of heat, man. Mike
A
McCarthy got
lot.
a 5-1 ball club right now, though. Yeah, I would
Man,
sit him personally. What about you?
I would say sit him just because, like you said, with them strains, man, you know that could go from a 2 week injury, and if you re-aggravate it to like 4 weeks, and obviously that's not what you want. You got your defense is playing fairly well. You got a two-headed monster back in the backfield with Zeke and Pollard. You got some playmakers outside, so I think obviously we know Dak makes that machine go, but with what they have, and you got that offensive line. What they have, I think, you could sit them this week. Obviously, going to Minnesota. Minnesota is, they're trying to figure themselves out. 1 week they look one way, another week, But
Minnesota gonna put on some points. They're gonna put up some points.
so defense playing well. Dallas.
I would sit him, man. Hey, defense, running back room, y'all got to go out there and win us a game, man. And if not, we sitting at 5-2. I'm not sure who they got next week, but we sitting at 5-2, still atop of the division, regardless of what happens. Shit, I think they can go 5-3 and still be on top of the division. So yeah, big picture wise, I sit back, put my back up in. They put Rush in there to get some reps, get a game under his belt, and we take care of our franchise guy.
Shit, run the ball, defense play well. That's big boy. That's big boy play right there.
Yep.
That's playoff ball right there.
We'll see what McCarthy does.
All right. Well, sure. We got another possibly good game. 6-1, Tampa Bay at New Orleans. 4-2. Tampa Bay 5.5-point favorite. Who you taking?
I like the Bucks. Man. Bucks that looking like a well-oiled machine. Tom Brady's looking like a monster. Mike Evans. We'll see if we get AB back in the fold. They won obviously handily without Vontae David. Gronk, AB was out. And Jameis, I mean, I feel like they were supposed to go out there and win that game against Seattle, like handed, like easy. Defense playing like that, like offensive line protected, Kamara doing his thing, like maybe that looks like a completely different team and a different quarterback when Mike Thomas get back in the mix, but I'm not sold on Jameis right now. I felt like coming into the season at this point, week 8, we will see a much better Jameis in this offense. Honestly, that's my opinion. But
yeah,
not so with the offense, not so with Jameis right now. So when you got those things combined with going up against this buzzsaw right now in Tampa,
yeah,
I got Tampa taking the points.
I'm with you. I got Tampa, man. And I should really just everything you just said. You know, I think we both were standing on the table like, yo, Jameis, there should be no question. He should be starting this year. Coming off that first game, you know, we was he's gonna be the Jameis that, you know, we thought he was gonna be. And obviously you see glimpses, you know, in some games this year, but then you see some glimpses of the old Jameis as well. So well-oiled machine over there with Tampa Bay, man, what they got going on that offense, defense still playing well. Like you said, man, I got Tampa winning and I got them covering.
All right.
Got them covering. And we just talked about this game, Sunday Night Football, Dallas 5-1. Going to Minnesota is 3-3. Dallas a 1.5-point favorite. So we're gonna see, you know, what happens with Dak and the Dallas Cowboys. You break it. Oh yeah, you back. Yep. There you go. There you go. So we're gonna see what's up with that Sunday Night Football. See if Dak plays. And on to Monday night. Yeah, we got Monday night. We got the New York Giants at the Kansas City Chiefs, 3-4. They got 10-point favorite. I got Kansas City winning. I got New York covering though. Listen.
Kansas City, Mahomes already cleared protocol, right?
Yeah, you know that.
No question about him playing.
Yeah, you know that.
no question about him playing. The Giants got a blowout win last Sunday. They powdered on late against your Carolina Panthers. So you got them covering this week against the Chiefs?
Yeah, I got the Giants covering over with the Chiefs, yeah.
Peppers is out for the season. Their safety, Jabril Peppers.
Yeah.
Out for the season. A lot of injuries. I got the Chiefs winning, man. Chiefs win, Chiefs covers. Giants stink. I'm taking a point. I'm taking the points all week this week.
Giants stink. You said the Giants stink. Nah, I think I guess we both agree on Kansas City winning. You got the Kansas City Chiefs covering. I got New York covering. So we will see. We will see, and that's shit. That's
At
the
Kansas
game.
City,
It's at
I
Kansas
keep
City.
betting on these damn Chiefs, man.
That's
Keep betting on these damn Chiefs.
That's the games this week, man. We're gonna see how we do. So far, man, record wise, I think we
You got
both
any mailbags?
doing fairly well. Week 7, I was 11-2 against the money line, 9-4 against the spread. Money line season 74-33, 61-46 against the spread and D. But what you looking like?
I was picking up against the spread last week. Money line 9-4 against the spread, 5-7-1, and on the season money line 68-39, and then against the spread 55-51-1. So yeah, I got to pick it up, man. This week, damn, we on a dip. It seems like we're gonna be on a different page on a lot of these picks. So
This could be your week where you catch
get
up.
ugly, or it could get a little closer. This is a tough week though. This is a tough week. We had a couple,
Nah, it
you know.
is.
You had Vegas' number a couple weeks. I had them, probably weekend 1, 2, maybe. We don't see. It's an ugly one this week. Last week I feel like was the ugliest week of football too. A lot of blowouts, a couple bad games. Hopefully the NFL picks it back up.
Yeah.
You got any good mailbags, man?
Any mailbags, man? Let me see. Let me see if we got some good mailbags.
I'm gonna hit that email, man. db22ab41@gmail.com. Gonna copy some merch too. DariusButlerShop.com.
But sure, here we go.
T-shirt.
Here we go with the mailbag.
What's up, boys? My question for you guys today is about Arizona's defense. So we've seen Allen Lazard is now out and Davante Adams is also out. So these two guys going out within like 48 hours of the game, does that change their game plan or scheme, whatever you want to call it, as far as what they're going to do on defense? Or do the coaches just kind of go in with the same plan and not really change too much? Also, Jimmy G stinks. Peace.
Jimmy G stinks. I hate to say it. I hate to agree with you, man. He is. I wouldn't say he stinks. He's definitely some mid right now, though. Definitely
Hold on,
change
though.
the game plan, though.
My man said San Francisco 49ers quarterback room.
Who said that?
And this guy knows football. But go ahead. Answer that mailbag. Do they change the game plan? Do they stick with it?
I was wrong. Okay. Man to man. Matter of fact, that graphic, I was dead ass wrong. Yeah, dead ass wrong. They are dead ass last as far as quarterback rooms go. I gave Kyle Shanahan too much credit. I gave Jimmy Garoppolo too much credit. I knew Trey Lance wasn't ready to be the guy yet. Dead ass wrong. Stafford, Kyler, Russ with 3 fingers right now is still a better quarterback than what they got over there right now. But as far as changing the game plan, anytime somebody like Davante Adams goes out, that completely changed the game plan as far as it goes in the passing game defensively, because defensively you always got to know where 17 is. I'm sure on third downs, red zones, they had situations where they were double teaming them, maybe having a guy follow them around. So definitely changes the passing game defense dramatically, in my opinion. But sometimes that makes it tougher, honestly, because now you don't have a clue where 12 is going in these critical situations. So it could actually, last year, I think the games that Davante Adams were out, I think Aaron Rodgers actually had better numbers, like, passing rating and efficiency wise. So that's why I still can't count them guys out tonight. But what say you?
I say you keep the game plan the same. I think it's too short of a week for you to be trying to go in and change the game plan. So obviously, what you've been going through in your walkthrough on Monday and Tuesday, just keep it the same. Obviously, in game, you can make some adjustments. But right now, as you know, when you get to Thursday, you gonna gotta do what you do. With these short weeks, you'll have one or two adjustments that you need to have. But with those guys being out, I think you keep your same game plan and go out and play. Just because I think one of the major things is like when you do have those top name players out, sometimes it is a little tougher because now A-Rod, he'll spread that ball around. You know what I mean? So whatever defense you run, make sure you run that defense to the best of your ability and make sure you stop that run because, they might lean on Aaron Jones a little more, Dylan a little more this game, being that those guys on the outside are out. But for me, keep the game plan the same and go out there and get this win.
You heard him. Keep it the same. Even if you do keep it the same, you still going to call it differently. You're gonna call it differently. But game plans adjust too. Game plans change.
Yeah.
Halftime, sometime between series. Speaking of calling the game, the Packers defensive coordinator is gonna be out too, right? Joe Barry.
Yeah. So, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's another big name that's gonna be out against this offense. So they don't even need a damn coach.
So last week, right? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Play caller for Arizona, coach was he was out, right? And you kind of went against Arizona, being that the play caller was out. I think the quarterback coach was out as well, right?
Yep.
So you was like,
and they didn't have an offensive coordinator. Yep.
Offensive coordinator, right? So being that the defensive coordinator, so I thought they were going to be fine, right? You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be cool, right? But with the defensive coordinator being out, I think this is a little different. Because when you're in that offensive room, you have a lot of offensive-minded people. Not saying in the defensive room you don't. But I've been in a situation where our D coordinator was out, and our linebacker coach had to call the game for the first time. And shit got crazy. And it didn't help that we was in New England playing Tom Brady.
Woo.
So that didn't help either. But I think not having your DC is probably, it will affect you more than not having your OC.
Yep. And because especially in that offense, but most offenses, quarterbacks are not everybody's involved in the game plan defensively as well, but nobody's involved to the level that a quarterback is. A quarterback, you got to make alerts. You're going into the line with 2-3 plays sometimes, and then based off the look that you get, you alert and you go to. So it becomes a little, I guess, less on the play caller because you got more of a coach on the field. Defensively, it's not like that in most defenses. Like guys, you may have a check with me, versus empty or versus, one guy being lined up a certain way, or maybe you go speed trips. Y'all have a check that week.
Yeah.
But more times than not, it's that defensive play caller calling his plays, and that's what y'all pretty much running. So, to what you said, it definitely, I think, will have more of an impact on the game. I'm interested to know who else is on that staff, maybe with some play calling experience. And I would never go to the linebackers coach to call the plays, call the defense.
Bro,
I would never.
That game was a long game. It was a drive that I would say me and GB probably called. They went no huddle on us, so they seen it. They seen how we was so crazy. Everybody was looking at the sideline. Everybody was going crazy. You know how it be like.
Yeah.
When you on the field as a player and you look on the sideline and you're not getting a call, like we mad at like that's one thing that would get the defense mad. Like yo.
And them quarterbacks see all that.
And they saw it. They were they having trouble getting the calls in. Let's go no huddle.
Tempo.
Easy. Score. Bump your head on the goalpost.
Bump your head on the goalpost. Them great was and this offense it's already spread, kind of running good. So yeah, and a guy like Brady, a guy like Peyton, those guys, they're gonna see it. And the thing that separates a lot of quarterbacks is being able to control the tempo of the game. If they know your shit ain't on point, on the other side, it's already a short week. Play call out. Damn.
Man. Hey, man. But no, we appreciate y'all again.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That graphic might change. I got to check
Hey,
the
for
staff
real.
out, see what the staff.
Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all go check out Pat and them, man. Y'all tune in, man. Well, Saturday we'll have our pick show. We'll give y'all our final picks against Moneyline and against the spread. And
y'all bet with AB until further notice.
Hey, look, DB, man, enjoy that weather out there, man.
Yes, sir.
As always, man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all push that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We out.
Yes, sir.